Hi, welcome to another edition of Winging It with Sandy. I'm Jeffrey Thomas, and Sandy, welcome, Sandy. You've been flying.
I have. I went on a bit of a road trip, or should I say, air trip.
So, listen, just give us before we actually look at your journey, give us some thoughts, some holistic overviews of what you thought of Qatar Airways.
Yes, so I just got back on the return trip with Qatar Airways, flying economy from Perth to Paris. So that was four flights all up.
Mm.
On that trip, I got to fly both on the upstairs cabin and the downstairs cabin on the A380. So that was pretty good to compare as well. And I have put together a bit of a review. So I'm covering everything on there from the seats, the food, the service, and all those little things that actually make long haul feel a little bit more bearable.
Yeah, that upstairs section on the A380 is like a little private cabin for economy class passengers, and particularly if there's two of you traveling together, you get the two on the side there, and you've got that little section where you can put stuff in, and it really is cozy. It's almost like premium economy in a way. But I've had a sneak preview of this video of yours, and I looked at the meals and thought, wow, they're pretty amazing. I was really impressed.
For aeroplane food, I was very impressed. I won't give too much away. I'll talk about it all in the video. I made sure to try all the different meals on all the different flights, breakfasts, lunches, and dinner.
Mm.
And and yeah, you're going to have to watch to see what I thought of these.
So okay, well let talking about watching. Let's watch it now, and then let's have a little chat about it at the end. So viewers, have a look at Sandy traveling to Paris and back.
Hi, this is Sandy, and tonight we're going to be winging it, but we're going on the road or in the air. I'm going to be flying Qatar, leaving from Perth all the way to Paris, so please just keep watching to see what I think about this one. So, heading off on my first leg from Perth to Doha, which is going to be just over 11 hours on an A380. So, on this leg, I was in the upstairs cabin. So, heading up there now, taking a look at where I'm going to be for the next 11 and a half hours. Taking a look at all the little remotes and devices that we have. I don't know what this one in the side of the chair actually really did, because everything that was there was actually included on the main TV screens as well. So they started dimming the lights for us pretty much immediately after takeoff to try and, I guess, adjust our body clocks and help us get sleepy, which is good because, as I said, it's a very long flight. Checking out all the movies and the entertainment system. There's quite a lot there for us, which is it's a lot of new movies, and it really wasn't long before they started bringing the lights back up because we had a bit of turbulence, which delayed meal service. So once the meal service came, I chose the chicken and polenta, and I was actually quite impressed with the amount of protein, like the chicken that was actually included, and the flavour was amazing as well. So after dinner, trying to think about getting some sleep. So taking a look at the amenities kit, pretty standard really. Your socks, eye mask, earplugs, and toothbrush and toothpaste. And then the lights were out, and they stayed that way for the majority of the flight. I got a little bit of a nap in, which was good. Before they wake us up for, I'm not sure at this point whether it's supposed to be breakfast or dinner because of the time difference in Qatar, but I chose the breakfast option, which was the frittata with the sausage and potatoes and a croissant. And then we landed and we were in Doha. Did not have long on the ground before boarding another A380 to head to Paris. So this flight is not as long. This one was about 6.5 hours long. And again, I'm on the upstairs cabin for this one. So I head up there and I've got a bulkhead seat for this flight, which was fantastic. So I do really love that window seat because you do get that extra side compartment with that storage. This is a quick look in the bathroom, pretty standard, really nothing too much to report. Quite modern, very clean, and quite spacious as far as I think aeroplane toilets go. So walking through the cabin, taking a look at what we're going to be doing for the next 6.5 hours. So, like I mentioned, I do like that upstairs cabin because of this extra space that you kind of get here on the side. You can pop your little handbag in there and everything, which is good considering we can't put items on the floor, being on that bulkhead seat. What I did enjoy on these flights was the safety presentation. They made it very new, a bit funny, and I actually watched it, which was good. Without a delay, which is always a good sign, we are taking off again and starting our next leg into Paris Charles de Gaulle. What I didn't discover on the first flight, which I'm glad I did on this one, was that there was actually a USB port in the bottom of the entertainment system so that I could charge my devices. On this flight, they offered the Wi-Fi as well, which I did purchase for this one, and was pleasantly surprised with its speed as well. So I think this was supposed to be a lunch, so I ordered a red pesto pasta, again for aeroplane food. Very, very tolerable. Would definitely eat that again. Quick stretch of the legs before we are starting to make our descent. And here we are landing at Paris Charles de Gaulle. The A380 really does have to be one of my favourite planes. Just such a smooth ride, and always love getting that last look at it when landing. After a short stay in Paris, time to turn around and come back again. So this time I tried the web check-in, which was quite simple, unfortunately closed, but there was someone there at the counter that quickly checked in my bag for me, which was faster than waiting in the normal line. Again, very much love getting that look at the A380. Time to board, and on this flight, again, I'm in the upstairs cabin. So up I go up the stairs to make myself at home for this flight, which again is going to be about 6.5 hours from Paris to Doha. As soon as we're up in the air, the drink service and a quick snack came around. They did say that they were going to be serving lunch shortly after, which they did. So I've ordered a vegetable and chicken pasta. Third meal, again, very impressed, just like the previous, and landing at night in Doha. After a very quick stopover in Doha, we are boarding our last leg from Doha to Perth. This time I'm in the lower cabin, which I found not overwhelming because it actually is segregated quite well. And it's the first of all the 4 flights that I actually got a in-flight demonstration from the flight attendants. Not long after takeoff again, we are served a breakfast. I've chosen a spinach frittata with potatoes and a chicken sausage. After a nice long sleep and a very smooth flight, it's time to wake up again with the amazing lighting, just in time for breakfast service. Though this time, because my body clock has no idea what it's doing, I've gone for the safe option of the red pesto pasta because I really did enjoy that the first time. Deboarding, I got that last look at the cockpit, which I always love doing, to seeing that flight deck. Reflecting after all 4 flights, it is just very clear why Qatar always do land at the top of the best airline lists. They really did make long haul feel very surprisingly smooth.
Wow, Sandy, that was really amazing. I mean, I did mention the food in the intro, but wow, economy food, that's extraordinary.
Yeah, so that was it. That was the 4 economy flights, and
Mm,
honestly, Qatar really made it feel very easy. The crew, all absolutely faultless, and the food, as I've said, genuinely really good for aeroplane food specifically, but just good in general.
mm,
If you can nab those bulkhead seats or the extra legroom seats, that does make a difference.
mm,
Also, the cabin lighting, I really wanted to kind of talk about that quite a bit because it was surprisingly very clever. And it really did reset the body clock without kind of even realizing it. So,
mm,
all in all,
mm,
I think Qatar really did make it one of the better ways to get onto the other side of the world while being
mm.
able to enjoy it. And Doha Airport, with all the improvements that they've made as well as a place to stop over, 100% recommend. It's probably one of my favorite airports in the world.
Yeah, look, I've got to say it's probably one of mine as well. It's big, but it's not too big, and it's very functional. It just works really well, and I think I mean it keeps winning Skytrax as best airport in the world, and of course Qatar itself keeps winning Skytrax best airline in the world, and airline ratings they've also voted it best airline in the world on a numerous occasions. So it keeps getting the accolades, and it's not surprising that it does. So, Sandy, fantastic review. Great. And Viewers, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to us. Please like us. Please keep some comments and questions coming. We love them. And Sandy will be back in a few days to discuss this review. And turbulence, I think, was something we're going to talk about too. Or
Which I had a little bit on this flight, but not too bad. So I was yeah, and I think that the winging it that we did, where we talked about the turbulence, actually went
yeah,
through my mind while we were flying, and it actually made me feel a lot calmer. So,
yeah.
yeah, if anyone's got any questions for me on anything specific about this trip, please feel free to ask me. And if there's anything that you want me and G to discuss next time when we're doing a winging it, let us know.
Terrific. Thank you.